Hi, my name is Diego, and I am in the R&D team at the DFINITY Foundation. In this session, GameFi, we're going to experience the creativity of our hackathon participants and their ideas how to build decentralized games that incorporate some kind of tokenization for any kind of games broadly. Next slide. The project will be scrutinized actively by our judges, coming from lots of different backgrounds. Alexandra Dean from BlockRocket, Julian Randall from Unity Technologies, Lucas Liu from Huoboy, Wojciech Chilinsky from ASI Gig, and Shahao Shen from Fembushi Capital. All right. Now it's time to know our 7 finalists. These are the teams who are going to pitch their ideas today. Let's go to the next slide. Aimlet, TripX, Paws Arena, P2P Play to Earn, Cubetopia, Faithfolk, Galactic War, and Apestoid Mining. Hope I said that right. Each presenter has 6 minutes. After the demo, each presenter will have 3 minutes for Q&A. Be mindful of the time. Once the time is up, judges need to fill out the scoring board until the end of the last pitch. For your information, this session is already being recorded, but only the speakers, judges, and panelists will be visible. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's kick things off with our first team, Aimlet. You can share your screen now.
Hello, and thank you very much for your attention. My name is Mlada, and I'm a relationship manager of the Aimlet team. And first of all, we want to thank the DFINITY team, all the Supernova partners, and the entire community for this opportunity to pitch our product in front of you. So the basic question is, what is the Aimlet? It's an MMORPG world which is 100% based on the IC protocol blockchain. And that is a real game changer to us as for the impact of the so-called play to earn mechanics. So a breathtaking storyline along with the social interaction, which have always been the trademarks of any MMORPG, are complemented hugely with economic motivation, and all thanks to the blockchain technology. So I will start sharing my screen, just a second.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you meant to share the screen. Yeah.
Right. So the story is always hinges on the development of a game character. In our game, we will have 4 game characters, and his level increase, resource gathering, and as for the resources, they're implemented as tokens, as well as crafting items, for example, weapons, being an NFT. That's what makes our game not only interesting, but also economically advantageous throughout all the stages of development of our character. And speaking of characters, a character itself serves as an account and an NFT. So you may visit our website and you may create your own account. But if you do not have any account and at the moment of time don't have any dwarf yet, you may check the demo. I do have an account, so I'm going to use it now. So play. As you see, I have a robbed dwarf and a bit of downloading. So while it's loading, we also want to emphasize that the Aimlet world is going to expand continuously so that the player may count on the unlimited number of various resources, new lands, mobs, and weapons. And while a player's game character is getting experienced more and more, not only his level will increase, but also his basic characteristics and need for new kinds of weapons and equipment. All right, I do have a downloaded game already. So the most driven players will put maximum efforts into gathering various resources, much needed for crafting rare items. I'm letting you in advance that probably my GPU and CPU is not that good. That's why you don't see the smooth transition. But I can assure you that even at the moment of time, you can go to the demo version, should you wish to, and check that all the animation is good by itself. Also, apart from classical ordinary farming, so classical for any MMORPG, but we'll have many quests in the game. So I'm taking the one. And these exact quests, if I complete it, the reward will be getting a scroll, which allow me to craft an NFT shield. Still, other resources will be needed, and the player will get an idea of them once he will get the scroll. And speaking of the resources, they can easily be acquired through battles, or you can simply purchase them from any other player. Although I should take a note that only the dwarf race can craft.
1 minute heads up.
May I continue?
Sorry, I'll just give you a 1 minute heads up, just a 1 minute heads up. You have 1 more minute left.
I see. So I shall not go deep into the details. We're working on the multiplayer. Of course, there will be MMO, right? And also we are working on the combat mechanics. They are still on progress. So later on, you will have your opportunity to crash all these goblins. All right, and also we have a wallet in the game as an additional tool. So here you can actually store your ICPs as well, although we have deliberately limited the amount of possible NFTs being stored here. And I mean, external NFTs, not ours. And also we have like the support of our bird fan base, because already now you can put stakes, for example, choosing pair and stake it as a pair, so you can acquire new assets already now.
TripX, are you here?
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you for give us the opportunity to present our project. It's called TripX, do trip, help local tourism and on crypto. Let's get started with the story that tourism is already increased, especially in Bali. But the center of the tourism are still in South Bali. I come from the North Bali, but from my perspective, there is so many potential places that North Bali can possibly do for the tourism. From this perspective, this is the new idea that we create the new way how we motivate people to visit the tourism destination. Combine the NFT and the blockchain games growth. This is where the TripX was born, which is the Web3 app that encourages people to do trip to any tourism destination where they can earn crypto for it. So the how it works. So you guys can buy NFT to play the game, and you guys can play the game by visiting to any tourism destination, not just in Bali, but the entire world, Bali just for the beginning. And you can do any activity by completing the quest to the tourism destination, and you can earn reward for that. Yeah, the next one, how we integrate the ICP to our system, that we gonna use the composable NFT, the token creations, and 100% deploy on chat without any third-party code provider on that. And this how we gonna modernize the token. We gonna have the TPX for the public token, the TP for the in-game purpose token, and the TPA for the experience that each user will gen every time the user complete the game. This how we gonna do the product demo. This how we gonna do the NFT. You put the URL, the description of the image, and you can show the with the NFT. And this how we gonna connect the TripX dev. You connect the Stoic wallet and showing the map, and you can choose the trip and showing the direction to the destination maps. And yeah, once you arriving, you can complete the quest. You can upload the photo for the example the quest, and you can waiting for you will eligible to win the treasure. Just click it, and yeah, you won the treasure, which is the hidden NFT. And this show how the NFT has changed to the user who won the treasure. Yeah, this is the target that we gonna pointing. There's a different target for each different aspect. from starting from the regular user and starting to the local tourism stakeholder, government, etc. for the target. And this is our roadmap for 1 year roadmap, starting with the idea validation to validate our idea by creating the MVP and gathering the feedback from the partnership and creating the product market fit and doing the 2 until 3 partnership for any local tourism destination. These are our competitor advantages. The TripX workplaces that we have the reward gamification and activity utilization advantages. This is our team, just 2 of us for now. Me as Dimas and Putra. We are the full stack engineer, and we welcoming the other team to join to build the TripX much bigger. This is the market size regarding the NFT games. We're gonna have the global market size until 3.6 billion on 2028 with the annual growth rate more than 20%. This is how we're gonna grow our revenue by taking the 10% of the global market size. So if we have like $100 per transaction, we're gonna generate the revenue 45 billion. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, and do trip with us.
Thank you very much, TripX. Let's switch over to Paws Arena.
Hello and welcome to our presentation for Paws Arena, the cutest and the most competitive game on the internet computer. Let me start by telling you a couple of things about us. My brother and I started our project in September of 2021 in the form of an NFT collection named Icy Kitties. We were among the first projects on the internet computer that created an animated video to showcase the background of our NFTs in a fun and easy to follow way, because we understand how much people love to be immersed in the stories they read and the games they play. Storytelling has always been our passion, and it shows in our work in the NFT world so far. After the success we had with Icy Kitties, we added 3 more members to our team who helped us bring the idea to life just in time for the Supernova Hackathon. Now, our NFT collection will find a new home in Paws Arena, our upcoming play-to-earn PvP game. Let's talk about why we decided to create Paws Arena. In the past months that we've spent in the ICP ecosystem, we couldn't find a game that people would play for more than a couple of minutes. The current games lack a multiplayer feature. They have no tournaments, no daily quests, no leaderboard, basically no reason for people to come back and play them the next day. Introducing Paws Arena, a simple but effective solution. The last 5 years that we spent in the crypto space allowed us to witness both weak projects that disappeared in a couple of months and teams that launched strong and useful products as well. So we studied them, and we created Paws Arena, which is the cutest, most fun and competitive multiplayer play-to-earn game developed on the Internet Computer blockchain, designed to have a quick learning curve and to make players come back every day to challenge their friends using our NFTs, Icy Kitties. Our target users include everybody, from users that play every day to those who don't have more than 15 minutes a day to engage in a quick battle. We will start with a browser version and then develop a mobile version for iOS and Android. Okay, but how do we play it? First, the player needs to connect their wallet so that our engine can scan whether they hold any Icy Kitty. The player then selects one of the NFTs, sets a name, and enters the game. The engine scans the selected NFT and extracts the color of the kitty from the metadata and gives the player an in-game kitty of the same color. The multiplayer feature is our main game mode. Each time a player joins a match, they will play on a random map from a pre-designed pack. Each match has 15 rounds, and each player has 30 seconds per round to move around the map and to fire their weapon. The match ends when one of the players loses all of their HP points, or if the 15 rounds are relapsed. Now let's talk about the tokenomics. Paws Arena will have 2 tokens. A 400 million supply token called PAW, which will grant the player with governance rights over the future of our game, and an unlimited supply in-game token called Snack. Each of the NFT holders will receive the governance token based on how many kitties they have, by the formula of 1 kitty equals 20,000 tokens. The player can earn in-game tokens by completing the daily challenges, winning multiplayer matches, being in our monthly leaderboard, or by providing liquidity in a pool with the Paw ICP pair. On the other hand, they can spend their tokens by playing multiplayer matches, healing their kitties after each match, buying new skins, unlocking new weapons, and so on. Please note that these numbers are not final, and they could change by the time we launch our game. At the moment, our project has over 1,100 NFT holders, over 5,600 Twitter followers, and over 3,000 Discord users. Thanks to our marketing campaign and storytelling skills, Icy Kitties gathered so much love and hype that it managed to break all the records at the time by selling out in less than 3 minutes, and our NFT's floor price is still up more than 80% from the average mint price. We expect the same to happen to our game, where now we already have 1,100 NFT holders that are ready to play. Let's have a look at what we've accomplished so far. We raised
1 minute heads up.
Yeah, we raised $130,000 from our NFT collection sale, $10,000 community grant from DFINITY. We'll jump that. Additional funding and advisors would greatly benefit our project and allow us to stick to our roadmap and launch our final version of the game by the end of 2022 and the token in early 2023. So, why did we join Supernova? We created the game for the Supernova Hackathon in a little over 1 month. We want to validate our idea, to get additional funding for our project, and to look for new partnerships. We aim to have one of the best and most fun games on the internet computer, then start to gain market share from other chains as well. If you like our project, please do not hesitate to reach to us on our Twitter page, ICKitties.
Hello everyone, my name is Joey and I'm here to tell you about Cubetopia. We're creating a platform to allow people to create their own space in the metaverse. This is also a huge onboarding opportunity for the Web3 and ICP space, but we also want the experience to be fun, engaging, and rewarding for our players. Right now, there is a problem in the blockchain gaming space. Most projects barely run on chain, and they're also not very accessible due to high fees or the necessity to install bloated software. The IC offers a unique solution to these problems. That's why we chose it as our ecosystem of choice. Players will soon mint their islands as NFTs, giving them true ownership and control of their digital asset and its respective data. Islands will come in different styles, sizes, and have differing resources. You will build on your island similar to how you would in games like Minecraft. We even have integrations to allow you to display and later on sell your NFTs to visitors of your island. Now, picture this. You're a big NFT collector and you want to flex your JPEGs. Right now, there isn't really a way to, but with Cubetopia, you can embed your island in a simple link that if anyone clicks, they'll instantly be transported into your world with your builds, your NFTs, and your personality. It's your own personal art gallery, except it's running on the blockchain. You don't actually need to connect a wallet to just hop in and check out someone's world. This will lower the barrier even further and invite more people into our ecosystem. So besides building an awesome space, what else can you do? Well, your island is going to be an integral part in the world of Cubetopia. It will produce resources that everyone needs in order to embark on quests, slay monsters, and clear dungeons. In Cubetopia, you'll have your own customizable character who's got their own stats, gear, abilities, appearance, and progression. You can think of it kind of as a soul-bound NFT. We are also planning episodic dungeon content, which will require teamwork to clear. As you might expect, cooperation in Cubetopia will bring you greater rewards than playing alone. We see 3 key pillars of value here. The first is rewarding players, the second is adding value to the space, and the third is onboarding new people into the IC ecosystem. How can we reward players? We are currently planning a dual token economy model, with one token primarily being focused on governance, and the second primarily focused on being used in-game and as the primary reward for playing it. How about adding value to the space? Well, besides providing social spaces for communities, interoperability and integration of other IC projects is a big priority. When our demo went live, Versatile Studios loved it and they wanted to see their moon boots in the game. Well, right now I can tell you, if you connect your wallet and you're a holder of their moon boots NFT collection, your character will equip them for everybody else to see. What about onboarding people into the space? I like to think of my younger brother's generation. He's 17 and he grew up watching the likes of Jake Paul and KSI, who are now both crypto fanatics. He's been begging me to set him up a wallet and to transfer him some funds, and gaming is his bread and butter. Reverse gas fees and internet identity will massively lower the barrier of entry for demographics like this. Our unique Engage to Earn system will introduce special out-of-game quests. These will focus on introducing players to other areas of the IC ecosystem, as well as encouraging them to learn more about the underlying technologies. For example, a player might receive an in-game quest to visit Crowdfund NFT. Then they'll contribute towards a project they think is promising, and we can use the blockchain to verify this has occurred and match it to the player in Cubetopia. We'll then airdrop them a special Crowdfund NFT styled armor as a reward. We can incentivize participation by creating unique rewards for our players like this. So far, our development has been very promising, and we've had a very, very warm reception from the community. On Twitter, we have over 1,000 followers, we have around 1,800 Discord members, and our top post on Discover got over 900 upvotes and 600 comments. Our demo release is now publicly available to be played right on the IC. We have multiplayer integration, we have saving, and we have NFT integration as well, just to name a few of our features. We're an experienced group with a track record of delivering. We have the passion and the drive to make Cubetopia the biggest project on the IC. Thank you so much for listening. I want to leave you with the two questions that are the driving force behind our development. What value does the blockchain give this game? And conversely, what value does this game give the blockchain?
Let's move on to Fayfolk. Fayfolk, you have 6 minutes.
My name's Jonathan. I'm one of the developers behind the Fayfolk project. And in this presentation, I'll go over the inspiration, execution, and future direction of the project. So our game is heavily inspired by Stardew Valley. It's a slice of life 2D pixel game. Most of you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with the Stardew Valley game. Unlike Stardew Valley, though, our game is an open world, procedurally generated map. And a lot like Stardew Valley, we have crafting, building, and adventuring. We chose DFINITY for many reasons, not just because of the hackathon, but because of the technology behind DFINITY, or the IC. We're able to bring unique game loops to our users, as well as NFT ownership for their items. To execute and create Fayfolk, it took a few different parts. Those parts are the Godot game engine, Rust to glue everything together, and Motoko for the cancer development. And using these tools, we were able to create a multiplayer, procedurally generated, persistent world for our players to enjoy. Some of the current functionalities in the game are multiplayer, building and furnishing a home, planting and harvesting crops, traveling through the generated persistent maps, global chat, and NFT interoperability. But it's always better to show these things instead of talking about them. So let's go ahead and show some footage. Here you can see one of our Dragonoid NFT characters harvesting some crops during the nighttime underneath the light of some candles. Here you can see some players harvesting trees together and collecting the wood that drops from them. Here you can see that same Dragonoid character furnishing his player-owned house. Awesome. I'm sorry, guys. It totally booted me from the room, and the join button disappeared when I tried to join back, but I'm here now.
Okay, you have 3 more minutes of your demo time and 3 minutes of questions. So let's just get started.
Awesome. Yep, sounds good. Here you can see one of our characters with their NFT ICNS name, as well as our global chat feature. And the traction and excitement that we've gotten so far from the community has been awesome. Some people even have gotten into the game before we released the actual public link, which is cool. Started playing it, building their homes, talking about it on Twitter. So there's a lot of excitement around the game right now, which is great. The future direction of the game was pretty straightforward. We're looking to do 2-week developer sprints, releasing a new feature every 2 weeks, creating a player-driven economy based on NFTs. We have a web version right now, but we're looking to launch a mobile desktop and console, which is interesting. I think it'll be a first for the IC or blockchain in general, and also to integrate other apps into other depth to our project. Our go-to-market strategy is also pretty simple: APIs and integrations. I can imagine people walking around with the IC Bunny, IC Bird, IC Kitty as a companion as they do missions, as they farm, or even something as crazy as having a Bitcoin flower garden in front of your house that blooms in the market is great. But opportunity here is pretty big, especially because we chose 2D. It makes it very easy to take other NFT projects and create 2D pixel versions of those pieces of art and bring them into the game as usable NFTs, not just a picture on the wall. But that's our presentation. The link is in the description of the dev post. You guys can come in right now and start playing, building your home, farming, and talking with your friends and playing with other people. But thank you. That's my presentation.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's switch over to the next one, team, Galactic War.
So Galactic War, I'm Harsh. I'm the lead dev at Galactic War. Galactic War is a real-time strategy game that mixes NFT, gaming, and DeFi together. So Galactic War is a play-to-earn game where you can earn while playing the game. There are different varieties of ways in which you can earn. Those are live streaming the gameplay, staking weapon, as well as selling, growing your assets, attacking other bases, and selling your NFTs in the secondary marketplace. We are gamers, so we totally believe that we have to scale. A game should have scalability, sustainability, as well as vibrant gameplay in order to attract users. So we have kept that in mind and developed our game. So the core values which our team as well as we expect our community to follow is decentralization, bonding, as well as entertainment. Besides that, our gaming asset can be distributed in 4 parts. First is defense building. These defense buildings are used as a defense mechanism in the base by players. Second is the attackers. Attackers are characters which are upgradable so that players can buy them and attack other bases. The third is asset creators, such as miners, which creates our in-game currency as well as other currencies in our game. And the fourth is our in-game currency Aureus. So all of these assets are in a form of NFT except Aureus, which is DIP20 base. Apart from that, the user journey starts from the player gets the base. Whenever they start playing, he gets a town hall which he can deploy in his base. The second one, he chooses he wants a miner or does he not want it. It's totally dependent on him. And then he can start the game by purchase assets as well as complete certain tasks to get our in-game coin and buy assets as well. Then there is a constant loop of battling, joining guild, as well as competitive leaderboard playing to get more rewards, and then they can level up their assets and sell them on the secondary marketplace as well. The features that our game provides are asset upgradation, so all the assets are upgradable. We have a 3D marketplace which users can visualize their assets. So if they want to see their assets in a better way, they can go to our 3D marketplace. Then there are guilds. User can form guilds, share their resources, and get a better score at the leaderboard. All the assets are liquid, and also the base can be customized according to the users. The architecture, we are currently using 3 canisters, 2 for front end, 1 for back end, and then we have a real-time server to serve WebSocket as well as WebRTC, and our front end is made in Unity. So let us jump into the demo. Okay, so this is how our game looks like. This is a base that I developed. You can select any of the assets from here and you can just drop it wherever you want. I'll drop it here. And then I need to save the base. Once the base is saved, it is stored in the canister. The backend is upgraded. And then it will get saved. Then I'll show you the marketplace. Once this gets saved, will get saved. Let's see the marketplace till then. So this is the marketplace. You can view and buy character or assets from here. There are all the you can view them in 3D as well. So this is the marketplace. And now once this has saved, we can move on, and I'll show you the demo of the file. Okay, I'll just this is a base that we want to attack. So let us drop some troops in here. Also, I'll drop some here. So once you have destroyed the base, you will be get rewarded according to the buildings you have destroyed and how many troops of yours have been dead while achieving this. So that's the demo. Our core team, it's me, another two, and an artist and a game developer. So
it's a 1 minute warning. Oh,
okay.
continue.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the last team, Asteroid Mining.
Welcome to all ICP community and the judges. Today, I would like to talk about the Asteroid Mining, which is the official play-to-earn game of Definite Space Apes. So I will briefly talk about our projects, the game itself, the structure of the whole game, and the token structure. So let me start first with the story behind the DSA. DSA is actually 10K Space Apes NFT collection that is minted on January on the Anthropod. So the story behind that is that 10K Space Apes just start to travel around the universe. So their last stop was the Earth, and their spacecraft is just broke. So they stayed in our world. So they just start to spread around the world. And actually, this is the story of the footprint. The footprint is people, the holders just shoot as a photo and upload the canvas that is on the Internet Computer website, in our official website, so that all holders just come together with the help of the Web3. Then we just move on the play to earn game. But yeah, it's easy to create the game for a team like us, but what will be the earn part? So we came up with the idea of the mutant space apes, but there should be a question later. First of all, the asteroid mining is the spacecraft of DSA is just repaired and they start to come back to their world. So they are just stopping in each planet and start to mine some precious elements, and they're just starting to save some mutant space apes. So mutant space apes is another collection that is divided by the three part, because I think it's easy to just deploy a token under internet computer and give them to DSA holders who played the game, but there will be no value under these tokens. So we came up with the idea of another NFT collection, but with more valuable way. So mutant space apes divided to three to distribute to the community. So 30% is sold on Anthropod again, so that there will be some liquidity under the collection. So if we say the 10K will be free, then there will be no value. So the sum of them should have some value according to the sum of the crypto, which is ICP. So the 20% is reserved for the DSA holders. So the people who have 5 or more DSA before the snapshot is just rewarded with the MSA, so that we can just value our community and our early supporters. So half of the supply is reserved for the play to earn game, so that people will play the game. I don't know the exact time, but 6 months or maybe 1 year later, the whole collection will be minted. So let me talk about another things of the game, which is the planets. So there are 10 different planets until their home, the DSA's home. So these are the background traits of definite space apes. So if you hold before the snapshot the snapshot will be this summer. And so before the snapshot, if you have 3 definite space apes with the same background, you will reward it by the planet. So what will planet will play role in the game? So there are 10 different planets, and this means 10 different maps. So if you have, let's say you have Gas War planet, and you can play on the Gas War planet. So there is a rarity between the planets because these are the traits of the definite space apes. So the amount of Gas War is less than Fireball. So this means that if you have Gas War, then you will have more opportunity to mint some elements. So before going to artwork and the style, the thing behind the game is you are just playing on the 10 different planets if you have planets. And by the way, this is only accessible by the DSA holders because this is members on the play to earn game. So when you play on the planets, you just get some precious elements. And then let's say if you collect 100 elements, then you can mint 1 mutant space apes, and mutant space apes is also tradable on the Entrepot right now. So as an artwork, let me talk through the vision of ourselves. So we started with
just a 1-minute warning.
I know, thank you. So the thing is, we just started 2D collection, and then we will airdrop some of the 3D collection, and our game is just like the pixel artwork, which is like the arcade machine that's come from the 18th and 19th. So let me conclude. I think we found some optimized game structure here, because when we look at the previous failures of play to earn, like, I mean, the token itself from the Sandbox or Decentraland or other play to earn games like the XG Infinity, you just deploy a token and then your token just pumps, and then later when players just got their money from there, it just dumps. So we want to avoid from that. So with respect to the ecosystem we live in and the current market situation, which is beer, we found this structure is the best way, I guess, because after the whole Mutant Space Apes collection is minted with the game, and there will be still value because the MSA is not only a token of the play to earn game, it is also lower tier membership of our brand, which is DSA. Of course, lower tier membership like the merch store or the mini DAO we will just deploy after the summer, after the game. But I mean, token itself just has a value forever. Like, there will be no end for the MSA. So thank you for your listenings, and I'm happy to answer your all questions.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for your amazing work. We're now going to be taking a 20-minute break where we deliberate on the winner for this track. Judges, please enter the backstage for this track. The backstage icon is at the bottom right-hand corner of the Zoom screen. Finalists and audiences can go to the main session or the lobby to enjoy the break time session. The Grand Champion demo will start at 9:50 Pacific Standard Time at the main session. Thank you.